Hello friends, it's December, so we have to talk about holiday makeup. And I have picked up some products from the holiday 2024 collections from Dior, Chanel, YSL, Hermes, Byredo, Tom Ford and Charlotte Tilbury. I will first discuss the products I like least and then work my way up to the products that I like the most, that I enjoy the most. So let's get started. The collection I like least is this collection from YSL. This is the Golden Lace collection. And that has nothing to do with the quality or the formula. It has nothing to do with the packaging because I really love this packaging. I just think that this collection is not festive enough for me. Let's have a closer look at the eyeshadow palette first. The palette is number 24. It's called Golden Lace. And as you can see, we have one dark brown matte in this palette, one mid-tone brown and two golden yellow shades. One is darker in tone, that's your satin shade, and one is lighter in tone, and that is your topper shade. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this formula. I really enjoy the YSL formula in general. I never ever experience any issues with the YSL eyeshadow formula. It's just that I had hoped for a little bit more sparkle or glitter in this palette. Also, it's very similar to one of the existing quads from the brand, Over Doré. As you can see in these swatches, the color story looks very similar. Golden Lace looks absolutely stunning on the eyes. I really like the looks that I created with this palette. But like I said, I just hoped for a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more of a festive vibe with this palette, because this is more of a palette that I just wear on a daily basis. So if you prefer a more neutral look for the holidays, then I am sure you will really like this YSL quad. But if you are looking for something with more sparkle, then I don't think this is the one you are looking for. I have also picked up a Love Shine lipstick from this collection, and this is 209. This is an existing shade, but YSL added some extra glitters to this Love Shine lipstick. It's a little bit hard to see here in the swatch, but once applied on the lips, you can clearly see that this one contains more glitter, more shiny particles compared to the regular Love Shine lipsticks. So I really like that YSL did that, because this certainly has more of that festive vibe that I'm looking for. But to me, it's just not the perfect collection for the holidays. Up next is the holiday collection from Chanel. And as you can see, I have picked up a lot of products from this collection. I have picked up two of the nail polishes. I have picked up, of course, the big palette, the eye blush palette, Enchanted Night. I have picked up a liquid lipstick in shade 95 Spell, the lipstick Rouge Allure L'Extra in the shade 917 Rose Boreal. And last but not least, the eyeliner in shade 538 Brun Mystérieux. I feel like you guys are very divided about this collection. You either love it or you hate it. I feel like there's nothing in between. But I am in between. I don't love it, I don't hate it. When we look at this collection as a whole, it's very well curated. All these items pair very well. The lipstick with the blush eye palette, the eyeliner, the nail polishes, it all makes sense. I do like that Chanel created a different collection compared to what we saw in previous years. I also really appreciate that they released a larger collection. I remember that last year it was only a eyeshadow palette and I believe 2 or 3 lipsticks, and that was it. So I'm glad they did a more extended collection this year, but I can totally see why this big eye face palette is not for everyone. These shades just do not suit everyone. It's overly cool toned, so when your skin tone has warm undertones, it's hard for you to work with this palette. Also, it's very bold, of course. I mean, if you do not like these fuchsia magenta shades, then you won't like this palette. That's very obvious. I do like these shades, and I also really like that these are bold and they really give you that festive vibe. I really like that. I adore the topper shade, that shimmer topper shade, but I don't like to wear it as a highlighter. I just find it too glittery to wear as highlighter on my cheeks. Same goes for the fuchsia magenta shade. I like them on my eyes. They pair very well also in combination with that silver shade, but I do not like to wear those shades as a blush. For some reason, I just don't think it looks that good. So I do like to wear these on my eyes. They look great, stunning. I love them, but I don't like them on my cheeks. I am a huge fan of these sleek lipsticks, the Extra lipsticks. These have so much pigment. This is one swipe coverage. Excellent quality. I also really like the liquid lipstick formula from Chanel. So if you're interested in one of these liquid lipsticks, yes, go grab one of these. You won't regret it. I really like these. Same goes for the nail polish. I never have issues with Chanel nail polish in general. I am wearing one of the shades on my nails today, and that's shade number 191 Charmer. That's this shade. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I think this is a very well curated collection. I think Chanel did an excellent job with this one. But the reason that I do not adore this collection is because of that oversized palette. So previously I talked about the YSL collection being not festive enough. I do think that this Chanel collection is a little bit too festive, because I can only wear it, you know, with Christmas or New Year's Eve or some other party, but I just do not wear it on a daily basis. So I just don't think I will get enough use out of it. And that's why it's not very high in this ranking. The third collection I want to talk about is from Hermes. Well, it's not really a collection, it's just this highlighter, the 24 Faubourg Eye and Face Illuminating Powder. And this is in the shade Rose Gold. This is absolutely stunning. I love the embossing and I also love the shade. It's a very finely milled formula, but it looks like a metallic once you've applied it on your cheeks or on your eyes. And you can really build up the intensity of this highlighter. So when you prefer a more subtle look, then just apply a very thin layer. But if you want some more intensity, for example, when you use it on your eyes, you can easily build it up, or you can apply it with a damp brush. That also works wonderfully. The color is also very special. It's a rose gold shade, and depending on how the light catches the color, you see a little bit of a difference. So sometimes it looks more rosy and you see a little bit of pink, very soft pink, rosy, but from another angle it looks more of a golden shade, and I think that's so special about this product. I really enjoy this highlighter. I like the shade, I like the formula, I like that you can wear it on the eyes and on the face, but the price, I can't justify the price. I know with Hermes we do not pay for this product only. We pay for the brand's name, we pay for the Hermes experience, but I have paid 105 euros, which is around $100, for this palette, and I just think that's too much. It's very hard to justify paying over 100 euros or dollar for a product like this. You will never use up a highlighter. Maybe you do if you have only one in your collection, but I have several highlighters in my collection. I don't think I have a shade like this with that rose gold sheen, but still, I don't think I will use this up. So paying over $100, 100 euros for a highlighter, it just doesn't feel right to me. We are getting closer to my absolute favorite holiday 2024 products, but this one from Dior is a little bit in between. It's not in my top favorite, but it's also definitely not my least favorite. It's a little bit in between. Dior launched a huge collection for the holidays this year. I love the design. It looks so luxurious. It's so festive. I absolutely love that. I've only picked up 3 items from this collection. 1 regular lipstick, 1 liquid lipstick, and this palette, the Écrin Couture eyeshadow palette. I didn't pick up any of the quins because I do not really like the formula of those. I also didn't pick up the highlighter because I already picked up the one from Hermes and I didn't want to pick up another one. And I thought 2 lipsticks might be enough. So that's why I picked up these 3. Let's discuss this one first. I think this palette, the Écrin Couture palette, is a little bit underrated. I do not see a lot of people talking about this one on Instagram or on YouTube, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this packaging. It's just so beautiful. It opens like this. You pull this down and then you open it, and there you have your 5 shades. And when we look at the color story, you can see that we have 1 mid-tone brown shade, 1 taupey shade, 1 light sand shade, a darker red, and of course that deep eggplant shade. All of these shades have a satin finish. So no metallics, but also no mattes in this palette. I know that some of you don't really like it when there aren't a lot of various finishes in a palette, but I don't really mind. I actually really like that these are all satin shades. They work wonderfully. Really, this is an excellent formula. The pigmentation and color payoff of these shades it's fine. It's not the best. I mean, it's not the most richly pigmented formula, but for Dior, this is what they do. If you are looking for a palette that you can wear with the holidays, but also with other occasions or on a daily basis, I am sure you will really like this one. And then the lipsticks, I've picked up 2. The first one with the gold packaging, that is shade 347 Royal Coral, and the other one, that's the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid Sequin in shade 100 Dreams. The Royal Coral shade is a very wearable shade. I don't think this is necessarily a festive shade or a shade you only wear during the holidays. No, you can wear this all year round. It's a beautiful shade to wear on a daily basis. And the other one, the liquid lipstick in shade Dreams, it's a little bit too nude for me, to be honest. I like the formula. Maybe you're familiar with this formula. It's a liquid formula, but this one for the holidays, it contains glitter. So when you press your lips together, you will see those sparkles, those glitters. It makes it even more special, more festive, perfect for the holidays. Like I said, this shade is a little bit too nude for me. It's a lovely shade, not so much for the holidays for me, because I like more of a bold lip, some more colorful lip. If you are looking for a nude lipstick with a sparkle, then definitely check out this one. We are entering my top 3, and in third place is this collection from Byredo, the Gilded Memories collection. And on my lips is this lipstick, Flamboyant Red. This one has a satin finish. And on the eyes, these two products, the Transcendent Eyeshadow Palette and the Magnetic State Mascara in a deep green shade. I don't think you can really see that I'm wearing a green mascara. This shade looks very natural. When I'm outside in the sunlight, I can see it's green, but it's still subtle. So because it's so deep in color, it looks very natural. You see there's a color, but it's not too obvious. And that's what I really, really like about this one. Also, it gives length to your lashes. It separates the lashes in a very beautiful way. So I will definitely use this one up, and maybe I will try more mascaras from the brand. The lipstick, this is shade Flamboyant Red. This is a orangey red shade. It has a satin finish. I absolutely love these satin lipsticks from Byredo. I know that this particular shade is not for everyone. It has a warm undertone. It's very present. It's bold. So I know that not everyone likes this lipstick. If you haven't tried Byredo lipsticks yet and this is not your color, then please just buy a color that you like, because I know you will love this satin formula. It's so good. I really don't understand why not more people are raving about this, because I really, really like it. I highly recommend the Byredo satin formula. I also recommend the matte formula, by the way. And last but not least, this eyeshadow quint, the Transcendent Eyeshadow Quint. This is stunning, really stunning. First of all, the packaging, if you're not familiar with Byredo eyeshadow palettes, they come in this oyster shape. I call this an oyster. I know that some of you call it a nugget. That's fine too. But this is really, really stunning. And when we have a closer look at the color story, we see two green shades, deep green shades. The first one is Midnight Soul, a deep matte green. Next to it is Mystic River, a dark green with gold pearls. And in the middle we have a festive, vibrant gold shade called Eminent Gold. And next to it is Opulenza, a metallic golden brown shade. And up next is Royal Mauve, which is not a mauve, no, it's a sparkling deep purple shade. And at first glance, this eyeshadow palette looks very dark, of course. But when you are playing around with the shades, you will notice that you can also do some more subtle looks, less dark looks, softer looks, everyday wearable looks. You can also really spice it up to get that festive look. So a lot of possibilities with this palette. It's not too grungy in my opinion, not at all. I actually really like that Byredo did a more daring collection for the holidays. Most brands, they choose the safe side with color stories that we see every year, but Byredo really did something new, something different, and I really appreciate that. So if you are looking for a collection that is a little bit different to what we usually see from brands with the holidays, then definitely check out this collection from Byredo. In second place is this quad from Tom Ford, the Black Diamond Quad. And Tom Ford not only released this eyeshadow palette, the brand also released a duo for the cheeks, a blush highlighter duo if I'm not mistaken, and some lip glosses. I wasn't really interested in those products. I only wanted this quad. It is a little bit similar to last year's quad. I do not own that quad, but I've seen pictures on Instagram, videos on YouTube. I could clearly see the similarities between both palettes. So if you have the palette from the 2023 holiday collection, then it's not a necessity to buy this palette too, but I really like it. The sparkly topper shade is definitely the star of the show, especially in combination with that deep purple eggplant shade. That combination, that is stunning. I've created that look over and over again because I just keep looking at those sparkles on my eyes. I see so many different colors, shades in that topper shade. I see silvery sparkles, pink, bluish, lavender. I see all kinds of sparkles in that shade, and that's what makes this palette so special, and that's why this is in second place. I have to admit, you can't do a variety of looks with this palette. You are very limited. You can do a little bit of a softer, lighter look by using that soft pink matte shade in combination with the topper shade or in combination with that brown satin shade. But the best look you can do with this palette is with that dark eggplant shade in combination with that topper shade. It's such a lovely combo. I can't get enough of that. I think that maybe this is going to be my holiday look for this year. I am not 100% sure yet. I'm a little bit undecided, but I just love this. I love this combination. I love this color story. I love how this looks on my eyes. That topper shade is so sparkly. It's so festive. It gives me all the festive vibes that I need. I don't need anything else. I just want this. And in first place, Charlotte Tilbury Beautyverse Love Palette. For several reasons. The most important reasons: one, you can create a lot of festive looks with this one. Two, you can create a lot of wearable looks with this one. It's just the most versatile palette from everything that I've bought for the holidays. All other products are either missing the festive aspect or they are missing the everyday wearable aspect. And this one just has it all. And that's why I put this one on first place. That's why I like this one the most. I'm not going to talk about this one too much in detail because I've already done a detailed review about this palette. You can find it on my channel. But I will say that I truly like this formula. I truly like the color story. I get so much use out of this palette. It's just incredible. The mattes in this palette are velvety soft. They almost blend themselves. You really do not need a lot of effort to make those mattes work. They work for you. You do not have to do anything. They work for you. Same goes with the shimmer shades. They are excellent. They apply so well. They stay put all day long. I didn't have any issues with the longevity of these shades. I just love this quality. I love this color story. I love that you can do a very festive look with sparkles, glitters, but I also love that you can do a soft look that you can wear on a daily basis, that you can wear to the office, to work, or if you just prefer a more soft look for the holidays, you can do that with this palette too. So for me, this palette just has it all. Of course, you have to love the color story. If you do not like burgundies, if you do not like rosewood, then you probably won't have a lot of fun with this palette. But if you like these kind of shades, if they suit you, then I am pretty sure that you will absolutely get a lot of use out of this palette. I hope you will enjoy it just as much as I do. I highly recommend the Beautyverse Love Palette by Charlotte Tilbury. That's it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gave you some guidance in deciding what you want to buy or what you want to gift to your mom, your mother-in-law, your sister, your friends. Let me know what you think of these collections, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.